Now, as Israeli authorities intensify its ground operations to wipe out Hamas, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has warned that the situation in the besieged Gazan Strip is growing more desperate by the hour. The United Nations has added that the civil order in the Enclave is breaking down due to Israel's relentless strikes. The visuals on your screens are of thousands of Gaza residents breaking into warehouses and distribution centers of the United Nations Palestinian Refugee Agency and grabbing basic needs like wheat and flour. The United Nations has said that its ability to help people in Gaza has been completely stretched by airstrikes that have killed more than 50 of its own staffers and restricted the movement of its supplies. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said that before the conflict began, about 500 trucks were entering into Gaza. After the conflict, the UN chief added that an average of only 12 trucks are able to make it into Gaza.
I will continue to insist on the immediate and unconditional release of all the hostages in Gaza. And I repeat my utter condemnation of the appalling attacks perpetrated by Hamas. There is no justification ever for the killing, injuring, and abduction of civilians. The situation in Gaza is growing more desperate by the hour. I regret that instead of a critically needed humanitarian pause supported by the international community, Israel has intensified its military operations. The number of civilians who have been killed and injured is totally unacceptable.
Now, adding on to the humanitarian crisis in the besieged Strip, Egypt's foreign ministry has said that quote-unquote Israeli obstacles, including truck inspection procedures, are impeding the prompt delivery of aid to the Gaza Strip through the Rafah crossing between Egypt and the Palestinian Enclave. Egypt's Foreign Affairs spokesperson wrote on social media X, and I'm quoting here, "Egypt has not and will not spare any effort in implementing humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip. The strict Israeli measures hinder the flow of aid to the people of the Strip." Now, weeks of heavy bombardment of Gaza has claimed over 8,000 lives so far. The Israeli army said that stage 2 of the war to wipe out Hamas has started with ground incursions since late Friday.